Shalom, shalom, Israel, Shabbat Shalom, happy Sabbath day. We out here just outside for more. I like getting me some of this good sun in me on the Shabbat. Heard a lot of good lessons today. Got something coming out later on today. Also, King Marcus, my bro, lesson about to come out. King Yalla put one down today also. That's my brother, big brother. King Mike, brother, King Mike put out a great lesson that, you can say on the Shabbat. And my queen, she back. Queen Tanya is back in the fay. Enjoyed your lesson last night, Queen. It was a blessing and honor to hear your voice. Back. Family's back again. But I come here today just to talk for a moment. See a lot of things on social media and things. I hear people talking. And, not to pick on nobody or no one, but I believe in the book. Nothing but the book. And I will always say this, the book gonna always give you the truth, not no man. I heard people say if all that they want is the best thing to have is wisdom. And I disagree with that. I would say the best thing to have is understanding. You have to understand knowledge. You have to understand wisdom. And the book said itself, through all things get what? Understanding. You can have all the wisdom and knowledge all you want to have. But if you don't have understanding of that wisdom, knowledge, what is it going to do for you, Israel? But let me read something, because I don't like to do too much talking. I'm gonna get right what the book say, and I even call this get understanding. Proverbs chapter 4, verses 5 through 7. And let's begin. Proverbs 4 and 5. Get wisdom, get understanding. Forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. With the words of the mouth, the book, he wants you to understand his book. That's how you gonna get to understand the knowledge, how you gonna get to understand the wisdom. But let's keep going. He just said don't turn away from it. Let's keep going, Israel. Proverbs chapter 4, we still in chapter 4 and verse 6. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. So I want to talk about that for a moment. It said, forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. So what gonna preserve you when you get understanding of it? When you get understanding of wisdom, when you get understanding of knowledge, it's gonna preserve you. But let's keep going. Love her, and she shall keep thee. So you got to love understanding. Or you got to, how you gonna be knowledge of the word and have wisdom of the word if you don't understand the word? I mean, you got to love understanding. That's how you gonna be able to love wisdom. That's how you gonna be able to love knowledge of the word. But let's keep going. Proverbs, and it's the last verse, 4 and 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. But let's keep going. Let's see what he's gonna end up saying. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all they get what? Understanding. Israel, I'm not holding it long, but what he just made that clear to say, and I'm going to read that verse one more time because I want you to get a clear-cut understanding about it. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all they get what? Understanding. So you have to have understanding of wisdom. You have to have understanding of knowledge. Solomon was what? The wisest man in the world, but what he was liking of with all that wisdom was understanding. So when you read this book to get understanding of the Father's word. That's why Yahshua was always getting on the disciples. He was always getting on the people because they weren't getting an understanding of the word. So you got to get an understanding of the book, Israel. Get understanding. This thing take time. I don't have full understanding of the book, but I read this book and ask the Father to give me an understanding of His word, not my word, but His word. As He gave it to the Son, and the Son gave it to all the apostles. So now, the book Himself, the Father and the Son, giving this word to us to get understanding, and other people that bring out His word to get understanding through them also. But with that said, Israel, like I said, I'm not holding y'all long. I'll be back probably later on with a lesson. But with that said, I love y'all, Israel. All praise, peace, and blessing. Love you, Israel. Shalom.